Chauncey saw major upheaval in the Middle East, focused on Syria, which would be invaded, perhaps by Iran, and later the US attacked by Russia, Muslims, and China. War all over, including nuclear destruction of major cities, starting with New York, Washington, Chicago, Pittsburgh, Atlanta, and Jacksonville. Like so many, he saw California sinking. Prophetic pulse, when the implausible becomes plausible. You may remember the name James Wilburn Chauncey. We interviewed him years ago for an article on his fascinating book detailing supposed prophecies he was given during a near-death experience in the 1940s. Chauncey, who lived in Georgia, a retired businessman and engineer, and died in 2020, had added, "What's going on with Russia and China is pretty much right on track. The influx of the Arab people into other parts of Europe. I can't even talk to my wife about it because she gets scared seeing it on the news." I had told her before and she had shrugged it off. Most shrugged this thing off. There's also a great geologic event or events that I witnessed. A great shakeup, especially in this part of the world. In fact, the geologic events Chauncey believed he was shown involved the United States. In the great land of North America, an enormous lake was formed in the upper middle portion of America, he had said of this alleged vision of the near future. He believed the events would occur after his death. Mountains had fallen, canyons disappeared, the courses of rivers were changed, and much land disappeared. Portions of Texas and Arizona were now lakes. What had been deserts of the West were now green and lush with trees and vegetation. Asia, Africa, Europe, and the world over became lush with vegetation, clear water, lakes and rivers, and an abundance of fish, fowl, and animal life. This is all interesting on several levels. While Russia and China spent decades at odds with each other, they now have formed a close alliance. At the same time, Russia is closely aligned with Iran, using drones it manufactures in forays over NATO countries and sparking fear of another world war. The eruption of trade tensions with China and allegations of domestic interference by Russia have brought face front what seemed previously like implausible predictions. Going further, in the realm of those supposed future geophysical disasters, we recall Venezuela mystic Maria Esperanza's prediction of great disruptions in America. "There will be problems and certain natural calamities," was how she had put it. "I see little quakes and certain others. Pray for the leaders of the United States." Chauncey's vision of fantastic geophysical change also brings to mind Sister Lucia dos Santos of Fatima, who had what she called an illumination about the third secret. The tip of the spear as a flame unlatches and touches the axis of the earth. It shudders. Mountains, cities, towns, and villages with their inhabitants are buried. The sea, the rivers, and the clouds emerge from their limits, overflowing and bringing with them in a whirlwind houses and people in numbers that are not possible to count. It is the purification of the world as it plunges into sin. Hatred and ambition cause the destructive war.